Hey everybody, welcome to the Let's Play Leak. I'm John as always, and we've got another new game review overview thingy on our hands. This is Interstellar Marines, and I'm not actually going to be looking at the base game or the multiplayer. I'm going to be looking at something just released called Hell Week. Now, full disclosure, I was given a key by the developers for this game, so I did receive this for free. That will never, ever impact the way I talk about a game, just for all future instances of this happening. If there are things to be critical of, and there are, I will be critical of them. I will not say nice things just because I got the game for free. That doesn't mean that I won't say nice things. So if I say nice things about the game, it's not because I got a key for it. It's because I think they're nice things. So I'm going to briefly explain Hell Week here before we jump in for a couple of reasons. The first reason is you'll see we're going to be joining Hell Week US West here, hopefully, and it starts in 6 minutes. Hell Week starts every 2 hours. And there are several servers, and they sort of stagger it. So generally, you're not waiting too long before one's going to start up. But you are waiting a while sometimes, which is unfortunate. They also sometimes fill up a little bit quickly, which means you may not even get in when you want to get into it. But what is Hell Week? Hell Week is basically the Hunger Games with guns. Lots of guns. It's 32 to 64 people in a single server. And you start out in an elevator, and you'll see this very shortly, and then you sort of rise up the elevator just like in the Hunger Games, and there you are. You've got a gun with, I think, 15 bullets, and you need to run around and scavenge ammo, scavenge weapons, and gather points while killing other people and not being killed yourself. So the points are the big thing, because after 30 minutes, if there's still people alive, the game will start eliminating the bottom 4 people by number of points that you have picked up out of these various crates that are laying around. So you need to be picking up these points, you need to be surviving, you need to be killing other people and not getting eliminated. If you are one of the last 4 people around, then you win, and you actually get the points that you gathered, and they help your profile for the multiplayer aspect of Interstellar Marines. But we're going to hop on into this game. I just wanted to explain this game quickly, this game mode, because it can be hectic. Meaning this video could end very shortly, and I may not even have time to explain the whole thing. But this has been explained, so in 4 minutes, and I'll skip ahead, so don't worry, you're not going to be sitting here for 4 minutes, but in 4 minutes, we will be joining Hell Week. Alright, so here we are, just a couple seconds until it starts, and we should get a join button. There it is. We're going to click join. We're trying to connect to a high ping server. I'm disconnected. Various problems pop up, but despite those error messages, I do tend to get in. And here we are in the game. And I need to be a little bit vigilant. So basically, we're going to be waiting for a couple minutes for people to join. As soon as we hit 32, we will start. If we have less than 32 at the start point, which is 2 minutes after the starting time, then it will wait 5 minutes for 32 people to join. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of a bug for the time being. Other people can spawn in this elevator and shoot you and kill you, and that will be the end of your Hell Week for the duration of the time. So you need to be a little bit vigilant. So that's a bug because you can join in teams, or in the future you can join in teams, and that way your teammates would spawn in the elevator with you. But I'm just here by myself, so we need to stay a little bit vigilant and wait for Hell Week to begin. So you can see I've got 15 bullets, so I need to use those a little bit carefully. I don't want to be just shooting left, right, and center. There's a few things I can do with my gun. I can hit Q to put on a suppressor to make it a little bit quieter. I can flashlight on and off. I can turn on a red laser pointer. It is fairly visible, so if I'm wandering around in the dark and suddenly somebody sees a red dot, they know I'm around, so you generally want to keep that off a little bit. The flashlight off as well. In the middle are your, I don't know what TP stands for, but it's experience points. You rank up, you get access to more guns, etc. Just on your profile as a whole across all multiplayer formats. Over on the right-hand side is our life total. We have 100 life, and our oxygen, which is at 0%. It's sort of how much oxygen we use. So if we were to run around, you see it starts going up. And if it goes into the red, I believe, your gun gets a lot more sway when you go into this aiming mode, which you don't want. You don't want sway. And as you use up more oxygen, it takes longer for you to recover. I imagine maybe as you level up that gets better. I'm not entirely certain. But here we go. The elevator's going up, and we're going to start Hell Week. So there's 16 different biomes in this complex, and they're all interconnected by tunnels. So we're going to start in some random biome, and we can then go off to other biomes. So there's mountains, there's lunar biomes, there's one that's just called Hell. Looks like we're in maybe jungle or desert or something like that. But yeah, we need to be careful. We are going to be hunted right from the start. And that happens. The day and night cycle just changes. There's basically a track with a great big light on it. You can see over there is the subarctic zone. So we could transition from this zone into the subarctic if we wanted to. But we're looking for crates. And they're sometimes not super visible. But they're little crates. They look like sort of ammo chests. And they have in them either points, ammo, or guns. Here's one here, I think. Yeah, there's one. So we crouch down, we open it, and this happens. So this is an early access game. This Hell Week has only been out for like a day or two, and there are definitely bugs. And this is one. Sometimes you just have to open the chest several times for it to actually open. And inside is 50 combat points, which if we can pick up, there we go. We got 50 points. So if we check our, whoops, that's the wrong thing. We check our standings. We now have 50 points over there on the right. So we are that much better than those who have 0 points, who will get eliminated if we survive half an hour. So we're basically going around collecting these chests and hoping to not die. And I hope this bug gets figured out. I don't know if it's a ping thing or what it is, but I feel so vulnerable whenever I open a chest. And if I have to open it, 7 or 8 times, I feel even more vulnerable. But we're just going to run around and collect points and maybe try to find some guns and not die. Not die is the big thing. So we've got another chest here. Open that up. Another 50 points. As well, when you kill people, I believe you can loot their guns and possibly a portion of their points or all of their points. I'm not certain exactly what you get. I've only played a couple of times so far, and I haven't actually managed to kill anybody. I've been killed, but I haven't killed anybody else. So, just kind of always keeping a lookout for people, because they are keeping a lookout for you, let me tell you. And you've probably heard already, candidate has been eliminated. It's kind of ominous hearing that. That means that somebody has been killed, and their Hell Week is over. I thought I have been here before, and I thought, yeah, there should be a ladder up over here, and a crate on top of this building, if I remember correctly. There's just, it's a really fun sense of constant terror that you're about to get gunned down from somewhere. I really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy it. Hey, look at this. 250 points just sitting there. That's going to help us out. So that puts us actually tied for the lead at the moment. But that won't stay that way for too long. So the jungle's fun, but maybe we want to go somewhere else. But first we want to grab this crate. So it's green. I think green means ammo. Or it just won't open. There we go. Yeah, so green is ammo. So we can pick up this ammo, and it's 30 rounds for the SMG 1B. Which I don't think... No, this is the pistol. So we just got ammo for a gun that we don't have yet. We actually have to find a crate that has that gun. I hope I opened that chest and not somebody else. Seeing an open chest is terrifying because that means somebody else has been here. But no, I'm pretty sure this is near where I started. So we could go over to the mountains. We could go over to the wetlands. I think I'm just going to hang around here a little bit more and get some more chests. And I think there's one around the corner here. Nope, I'm just making stuff up. All right, is there one around this corner? No, there's not. Huh. Yeah, I think the chests spawn in different areas. That's kind of cool. I just turned my flashlight on, didn't I? I did. Because there was not a chest there last time I played on this map, but there was this time. So that's kind of cool. So you don't necessarily know exactly where the chests are going to be. So there's not, that benefit of playing against experienced people. Am I being shot? No. Okay, the light was just very weird there. Yeah, the light here is weird. It gets all red. Strange. So we've got a cave system. We've got an elevator, which was not the elevator that I came through, but It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody came out of that elevator, but I do find them terrifying. This feels like a good chest place. Nope, nothing. Okay, I want to get away from that red over tinting of my HUD because that's terrifying. Now, I did not open that chest. I did not open that chest. And it's a different time of day. I love that. The sort of conceit of this is that this is a biome system, just like the Hunger Games, built inside of just a big underground complex. And so they're controlling the time of day, they control the time or the type of weather that's happening, etc., which is a really cool idea. I'm not sure why nobody's done Hunger Games, the game, just yet. Hey, a crate they didn't open. What's inside? Ammo for a gun that I don't have. Cool. The gun crates are really rare. But we're going to go to a different place. So we open up this airlock. We're being shot. We are being shot. Who was shooting me? Somebody was shooting me. Somebody was shooting me. And sometimes I don't appear to be allowed to go to a different biome. And I'm not sure why that happens. I'm not sure if the biomes have a certain number of people that are allowed in them and then you can't get in, or what the sort of issue there is. But I was shot by a guy. Is that him? No, it's a crate.
Candidate eliminated.
Alright, so I was shot by somebody. I'll just close that door for the time being. I was shot by somebody. And I'm not transitioning to the next biome. Arrgh, I want to get away. I don't want to die just yet.
Candidate eliminated.
Alright. Where is he? Where is he? I don't see him at all. He must have just taken a pot shot from somewhere far away or something. But let's see if we can transition this time. Transition? No. No transition. Alright, I'm assuming... I know I read something about the biomes only being able to support a certain number of people. So maybe... Why did that door close? Why did... Oh god. Oh god, no! I'm dead. And that's Hell Week. That is Hell Week. I'm dead. Didn't last terribly long there. There's no crosshair with the guns, which is kind of strange to sort of handle with. You need to use that right-click zoom function. And hey, I think that was the guy that killed me. Now he's dead, so that's good. But yeah, that's Hell Week. I'll probably do more videos of this, especially as they improve the game, because I'm really enjoying it. The sense of terror is crazy. The downside is that I now have to wait a while. In fact, if I jump out of this menu, go to the main menu, join Hell Week, I can't play Hell Week for another 4 hours until the US East server starts up Hell Week. So there's a significant amount of downtime, like literal real life hours and hours of downtime before you can play again, and that really sucks. I kind of understand why they did it. I feel like in a queue system with a game that is, you know, unheard of in early access, it could result in a situation where, you know, 60, you know, or let's say 78 people want to play. 64 people join and the queue fires right away. The rest of the people just have to sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, possibly longer than 4 hours in order for the queue to fire. And people, of course, will say, you know, after 10 minutes, I don't want to do this anymore, and they'll leave and the queue numbers will go down. By having a schedule time, they're guaranteeing that 64 people are going to know when to join that queue, and it's going to fire. But boy, does it suck. I wish they had some sort of happy medium here. Maybe if it's even doing half an hour's and, you know, staggering it so that there is roughly one starting as soon as you finish. Because, you know, we lasted not terribly long there. We lasted probably 10 or 12 minutes, I think, maximum. But there are some people who died right away. And that's really got to suck. So I'm really hoping an improvement comes on that. They already have. Originally, it was scheduled that it was only going to start at 8 p.m. In 3 different time zones every day. So you literally couldn't play it if you weren't around at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., depending on which time zone you were in, which was awful. The idea now of doing it every couple of hours is better, but still is not quite enough. You know, I'm itching to go again, and I just can't. I'm just flat out not allowed, and that kind of sucks. They also definitely have to work on the bugs. You know, those loot crates need to open right away. On the first try, I don't need to be sitting there 7 or 8 or 9 times waiting for it to open. I don't know if that's a ping issue or what's happening there, but that definitely needs to be solved. But beyond these bugs, which are okay for a game that's in early access and a mode that literally just came out a day ago, but they need to be fixed fast. And if they're fixed fast, I see this being just amazing. It's unfortunate I didn't get to show off the other biomes. I hope to do that in another video because some of the biomes are really cool. You didn't get to see nighttime at all. Nighttime is terrifying because it is very, very dark unless you use your flashlight. If you use your flashlight, everybody is going to know where you are. So there's this real sort of trade-off of when you use your flashlight and when you don't, and it's really, really, really fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys do check out Interstellar Marines. There's a whole deathmatch aspect to it. There's a single-player sort of campaign aspect to it. There is co-op to it. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff, and they're updating it quite frequently. You see we're already on update 19. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at the Let's Play Leak. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/the Let's Play Leak. And you've already found me here on YouTube. So if you do have any questions, comments, suggestions, the comment section is below. If you like the videos, you should click those little thumbs up icons. They'll let me know that you like my videos, the world know that you like my videos, and they'll keep my videos rising up through the ranks. As well, you should subscribe to my channel. That'll keep you up to date on all the latest new game review overview thingies, Kerbal Space Program Let's Plays, Steam Roulettes, and etc. As always, if you do have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you all next time.